David ya. Mas David ini bisa mulai panasin dulu bisnya. Jadi nanti kita 30 menit sebelum waktu keberangkatan penumpang sudah kita suruh naik. Jadi sudah siap di bisnya. Mas Julian bisa minta tolong untuk tes di bis ya, biar nggak ada yang jadi untuk make sure sama equipment yang di dalam, hand sanitizer, terus disinfektan spray, terus fire extinguisher juga mau dicek ya. Nanti 30 menit sebelum waktu keberangkatan penumpang saya suruh naik. Terima kasih. Oke, 30 menit lagi kita berangkat. Ini penumpang saya suruh naik dulu ya. Mas siap-siap di dalam. Mas Julian ikut saya cek kondisi bis luar ya. Bisa oke ya, nggak ada masalah ya. Di sini ada dicek juga ada masalah. Mas Julia juga itu udah keluar ya, di sini udah nggak apa-apa kan? Nggak ada apa-apa, nggak ada masalah. Nggak ada yang kurang juga di dalam. Oke, ini tempat saya suruh masuk ya, udah mulai semua. Kasih. Please get out of the bus. We'll start our journey. Oh yeah, don't forget to use hand sanitizers. And for those who didn't wear a mask, we already provided for you, so please take it by yourself after using hand sanitizer. Thank you. And find and comfortable seats. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. So we can enjoy today's trip and we have lots of fun. I'm Belinda Avissa, or you can call me Belinda. I'm here as your tour guide. We'll take you to a 6-hour trip, seeing around Semarang city. I'm here accompanied by David as our bus driver, and we are also accompanied by Julian as the co-driver. So I hope you will enjoy today's trip. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give you some information about Semarang. So Semarang is the capital city of Central Java, and it's also the 5th biggest metropolitan city in Indonesia after Medan, Bandung, and Jakarta. Semarang is also a coastal city in Indonesia, so it consists of a lot of beaches, especially in the north of the city. And there are more than 2 million citizens who live and work in Semarang. Semarang is led by a mayor. He is Mr. Hendra Prihadi, and his vice named Mrs. Hernita Gunariati Rahayu. Semarang consists of city and then coastal area, hills and mountains area. Each area has its own interesting tourist destination and characteristic. Semarang directly adjacent to Java Sea on the north, and then district of Kendal on the west, district of Demak on the east, and also district of Semarang on the south. Semarang derives from the Javanese words or terms that is asam engarang-garang, or in Indonesia it is pohon asam yang tumbuh jarang-jarang, or in English that is a tamarind tree who grows up rarely in Semarang land, which is happened in the past. So Semarang's history begins more or less in the 6th century, where namely a coastal area called Prakota, now we are call it as Bergota, and is part of ancient Mataram kingdom. The area at that time was a port, and in front of it was a cluster of small islands. So as you can see here, the majority of the area is land, but in the past, most of the area in Semarang was coastal area or like a small island. There is still like a small sea or small river around it. And then, as a result of the position, which is still ongoing, this cluster are now used as a form of land. So it makes a new land and together as one. And the part of the city of Lower Semarang that is known today was thus the sea. So that I said before, the main area of Semarang in the past was mostly the sea. Unlike today, there may be like some like land formations. So there's land, much of land here. And the port is estimated to be in the Bulu Market, which is located in the west of Semarang, and also the area now and extends into Simongan Harbor, where Admiral Sheng, his health rested in 1435 after his ascendant. At the landing site, Admiral Cheng Ho built a temple and mosque, which is still visited today and is called as the Sampokong Temple, which is also located in West Semarang, especially at Watu Gong area. So, but we didn't visit it today, so maybe in another occasion you can visit by yourself. Also, the kingdom of Demak, known as the lead of the kingdom of Demak, was known as Prince Made Pandan or Sunan Pandanaran the First, was have a will to spread Islam religion from the hills of Bergota. From time to time, the area became more and more fertile. From the sideline of the fertility, tamarind trees grow that were far from each other, or really, or which is in Japanese, it's called as arang-arang, or in Indonesia the term arang-arang is the same thing with jarang-jarang, thus giving the title of name of the area, which later becomes Semarang, as we know today. Semarang is a central business and commercial activities in central Java. Most of citizens work as employee, merchant, F&B or food and beverage owners. As you know that Semarang, one of Semarang economic activities is in tourism activities. And also accommodation, which has happened because of the same thing, and also fishermen, as I told you before, because Semarang is a coastal city, so it consists of a lot of beaches. So yeah, there you can find many fishermen, especially in the north side of Semarang. And also another thing is in logistics, which is we can know also it is Semarang is located in the central of Java Island, and also as a capital city of Central Java. And Semarang has a function to connect another city on the one edge of the Java Island to another edge of Java Island. Let's say from the east, which is maybe in the Surabaya, Jombang, Banyuwangi, and so on, to the Jakarta, Bandung, Banten, and so on. Okay. identical dishes. Some of them are tahu gimbal, which made of fried tofu, or in Indonesia is called tahu goreng. Shrimps covered with flour, call it as gimbal, and also bean sprout, cauliflower, celery, spicy peanut sauce, green crackers, lontong, which is typical of rice cake wrapped with banana leaves, and also fried onion. Also for the drinks, we have wedang ronde and wedang tofu or wedang tahu, consists of boiled ginger water filled with palm sugar, soft tofu or glutinous rice flour filled with mashed peanut jelly, and also sugar plum fruit, which you can buy or for an affordable prices in traditional food stalls, or relatively cheap at the restaurants or malls. Another thing is snack. Semarang has lumpia, which made of bamboo sprout. Also, there are also seafood, chicken, which cooked with spices and then place it on the lumpia skin, and then you wrap it just like make it a sausage wrap, that it's in the Indonesian style. And also we have pingko babat as another snack, which made of glutinous rice flour, and also grated coconut, which is it tastes sweet. Another thing also we have milk fish presto, or Semarang people call it as bandeng presto. You can buy them and take them as souvenirs or gift for your family. It's sold in various souvenir shops in Semarang, known as maybe Pandanaran Street. You can find a lot of souvenir shops there. Semarang known as a lumpia city, since Semarang, as I told you before, Semarang, one of Semarang typical or identical dishes or snack is lumpia. Semarang has a lot of interesting tourism places to see, and we will come to visit some of them. And I will accompany you as your city tour guide to seeing around and give you some information about it. Now I would like to explain to you about the bus that we are used today. So I would like to tell you the bus that we are used today as our bus tour. It's a new model of its type, which has been released 2 years ago, so it still looks like new, and you have to be happy about it. Now we are on Eurobus, which you can easily know from its ocean blue color and the stars picture of the painting on the bus body. The bus is provided by 65 passenger seats, but due to the COVID-19 restriction, it's only have to fill of 30 to 45 passengers by giving caps for each passengers. We also provide 32-inch televisions on the front and on the middle of the cabins. We also have fire extinguisher, also bus glass breaker, hand sanitizer, disposable mask, gloves, and disinfectant spray. The bus has 4 doors. One is on the front left side. This is your side, and one is in the back left side. Of course, it's from your side, from passenger side, and one is driver's door on the right side in the front, and one other is in the right side in the back, which is this one emergency door, which you can only use and you have to use if there is any emergency situation. Today I will take you to our first stop. It's Masjid Jami Pekojan or Jami Pekojan Mosque. It's take about 45 minutes from our meeting point. If you need help during the city tour, you can contact me on my number, or you can call or message me there on 0858 9478898. I'm Belinda as your city tour guide today. Enjoy your journey and see you at Jami Pekojan Mosque. So now we are at Masjid Jami Pekojan or Jami Pekojan Mosque. Now we are waiting for the bus to take the parking land. When you get off the bus, don't forget to bring your luggage. Make sure there's nothing left on the bus, because we have to clean it and like spray some disinfectant. So make sure there's nothing left, or you might lose it. Okay, everyone, now follow me. We are at Pekojan area. As you can see here, there are a lot of settlement. It's happened from a long time ago. So this settlement or this village in the past was filled with the Pakistanis people. Most of them are Pakistanis people, but there are also Chinese and Japanese people here also. So it's kind of variety. And now I would like to explain to you the term of Pekojan. So the term of Pekojan is derived from the word Koja, which means the village of Koja people, which in the past, the majority of the people who lived in here were Muslim, which mostly from Gujarati or Pakistan, or Gujarati bloodline, especially Pakistan. Then if we move a little bit forward, so come follow me, you can see a green mosque. The mosque named Jami Pekojan Mosque or Masjid Jami Pekojan, which located at 1 Petualangan Street, Pulau Semarang, which these green mosques are located in here. It built on 18th century, or it was on 1780s. It has different shades of green than the usual mosque as we usually see in Java Island, and it also had a colorful ornament and stuff which is identical with the Pakistani cultures. There are some ornaments which are also identical with the Pakistan culture, such as stained glass and carving in the room of the moon and stars, or the geometrical shapes. As you can see here, in most of features of the mosque, the original size of the mosque is smaller than you see now, but since it has renovated for several times, the original size was about 16 meters square, which located in the back side of the mosque. Maybe after this you can see, and there are also a green case complete with the stick, which as leads. We also can find beduk. Beduk is the big drum-like things which Muslims are usually used to make a sign for Muslim people to do prayers at that time. And there are also Sokoguru or pillar, which also very old, but as you can see here, it's still well preserved. At that time, the duk also used as a staff to people, besides for selling the prayer time, but also used for various religions community to use to hide the Muslims cultural activities such as Eid, Mubarak and Idul Adha. As you could see here in the front of the mosque, there are two small funeral complex of figures who played important role in developing Islam in Semarang. Unlike the Javanese tombs that influenced by Hinduism and also Javanese culture, with its temple-like tomb and a bit higher than the land, these graves are flattened on the earth, and which influenced by Islamic culture. The grave of male figures are separated from the one of female figures, since people cannot be side by side with the male at that time. That's why the grave of Sharifah Fatimah there, a descendant of Prophet Muhammad SAW, was placed in another part of the mosque, which you can see in the back side of the mosque when you enter the mosque. There are also bidara tree, which have a very fragrant smell. However, people believe that bidara tree can ward off negative aura. The bidara tree that located in the mosque is the second one, because the old one was died a long time ago. As the time goes by, people from Pagojan tribe who died were also buried in here due to the colonial policy of Netherlands government. Few years later, those graves were moved to another place, except the graves of the figures in developing Islam in Semarang. The Semarang government want to make the mosque as one of the cultural heritage, and have to be well protected and well preserved. Now you could take some picture or selfie. I will give you for about an hour to sing around the environment also, and I will see you again in or at the mosque in Jayatri. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoy your trip, and I hope you get a lot of beautiful photos also, and I hope you already seeing around the environment, and I hope 1 hour is enough for you to explore the village as well as the environment. So get on the bus. You can get on the bus now, but before that you should use hand sanitizers and check your temperature. Make sure you always wear your mask outside or inside the bus to prevent the transmission of COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, next we will go to Marun Beach, which it takes about 15 to 25 minutes from our first stop. It's located in West Semarang, which especially located at Tugurejo Street, district of Tugu, Semarang, and it is one of the beaches in Semarang, which is quite beautiful, and most of people spend there just to seeing around or enjoying the sunset, or even some of them also going fishing. The entrance fee has been included on your ticket, so just show your ticket before coming to the employees there. Always wear your mask and don't leave your bag or stuff on the bus. Now follow me please. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to explain to you a little bit about Maroon Beach. Maroon Beach was being popular in 2016. In here you can see the calm wave, unlike another beaches or sea in most of beaches or seas in Java Island, and also people's ponds. You can also see the trees and the Bangers River flow in here, and you can also swim or just sit in the beach and enjoy the view. You can also visit mangrove forest over there, which is not too far, or maybe you could fish some milkfish in the villagers' pond. Another thing you can do is sitting near the beaches, waiting for the sunset, which is so beautiful, while taking some beautiful or aesthetic photos. Well, I will see you again in 2 hours in bus parking area. If you need any help, just reach me by call or message or my number, or maybe you want to come with me to see around the beach. It's such a pleasure for me to accompany and give you a best service of our tour guide. Okay everyone, how was it? I hope you will not miss the sunset. It was so beautiful. I hope you have already do prayers for those who have to do prayers, and maybe some of you already taking some snacks for dinner. It's good for you also. But now we will visit the monument of the Pemuda, Lawang Sewu, and we also will visit Pandanaran Street, which we can buy some souvenirs there, and see Semarang area, which we can find a lot of characteristic food or typical food of Semarang city. See you in about 30 minutes. Enjoy your trip. Okay, so everyone, we almost arrived at our next stop. We are now at the Bull Market parking building, so we will park our bus in here, since it was provided by the government to provide the traffic jams. And let's follow me. Make sure you didn't leave your luggage at the bus. Although our bus driver and also the co-driver take care of the bus and wait on the bus, but make sure there's nothing left. Ladies and gentlemen, follow me please. Always wear your mask also, and use hand sanitizer. Mind caps from one to another. Now we're at Tugu Muda Monument, or Tugu Muda in Indonesia, or maybe in English the term is Youth Monument. It's a stone monument in Semarang, Central Java, to commemorating the struggle of independence by Indonesian youth. It was dedicated by the President Soekarno on May 20, 1953, to commemorate the continuous 5 days battle between the youth of the Semarang and the Japanese battalion led by Mayor Kido from 14 to 19 October 1945. Japanese force drove the Dutch from Indonesia as the elder brother of Asia. However, the Japanese were cruel to dissidents than their Dutch counterparts. The stone monument consists of a foundation, body, and head. one side of the monument is done in relief with ornament ponds and gardens surrounding it. And you can also, in the relief around the like of the monument, you can see the story of Semarang youth or the youth of Semarang in beating or battle with a Japanese army. So maybe we can stay here for about 15 minutes. I hope it's enough for you to take some picture. Then we will come across the street to see Lawang Sewu. Enjoy. Hey everyone, how is it? I hope you enjoy, although it's kind of busy because it's already afternoon and a lot of people went home from work. Now I will take you to across the street to come to Lawang Sewu. Follow me, mind your step. Okay everyone, so now we are at Lawang Sewu. As I told you before, the ticket that you paid is already consists of all of the entrance fees of our today's tour. So now we are at Lawang Sewu, which is not literally 1,000 doors. It's a landmark of Semarang, Semarang city in central Java, Indonesia, built as the headquarters of Dutch East Indies Railway Company. And the colonial era building is famous as a haunted house, though the Semarang city government has attempted to rebrand it because it's been ignored or being not well preserved for several times, for several years, so it looks kind of dirty and dark. So many people will have there's rumors that a lot of ghosts or orbs in here, so people are afraid. However, it has a wonderful history if you want to search on Google or internet, or maybe you want to find some references from books or somewhere else. So the complex of buildings, it consists of several buildings. Two mains. Building was named as Building A and Building B, and two smaller one named Building C and Building D on Pemuda Street. The I shape of A building faces the Tugu Muda Monument. As you can see here, there are two identical towers of a building which were originally used to store water in the past, each with a capacity of 7,000 liters, or about 1,800 US dollars. The building features large stained glass windows and a grand staircase in the center. There was also once a tunnel connecting a building to several other sites in the city, including the governor's mission and the government's mansion and harbor. While the B building is located behind A building, it is three stories in height, and with the first two floors consisting of offices, and the third building is a ballroom. The building with high, large windows also has a basement floor, and that is kept partially flooded to serve to cool the building through evaporation. In the front of the building stands a monument to 5 employees killed during the Indonesian National Revolution. Lawang Sewu was designed by Kosman Sitrun from the firm of LGF Kling and BJ Quender. It was designed in New Indies style in academically accepted term from Dutch rationalism in the Indies. Similar with Dutch rationalism, the style in the result of the attempt to develop new solution to integrate traditional precedent to new technological possibilities. It can be described as a traditional style between traditionalists and the modernists, and was strongly influenced by the design of Berlage. It was first being constructed in 1904 with a building which was completed 3 years later. The rest of the complex was finished in 1919. It was initially used by Netherlands English Spoorweg Maatschappij, and the first railway company in the Dutch East Indies. The Lawang Sewu building or monument that you see here is much better than Semarang people see, or many tourism see in the past, because the Semarang government was step by step try to remake the image of Lawang Sewu, which in the past is really spooky, and there are a lot of rumors that say the Lawang Sewu building was filled by a lot of ghosts, but the government reconstructed and give a lot of new lighting system, so it looks so much beautiful and Instagrammable today, and attract more tourists to visit in here. Well, I would give you some moment to sing around the Lawang Sewu. I will see you again in 1 hour before we go into Pandanaran Street and Semarang. Okay, everyone, make sure that your luggage, there's nothing left there, because we will back to our bus parking area, because it is located in Pandanaran Street. We will take some walks to go there. Maybe one of you already wants to buy the identical dishes that I told you before earlier in the morning, so we can buy it there as our souvenirs for the family. So let's go. Okay, everyone, so now we are at Pandanaran Street, which after this we will also walk a little bit, not a little bit far, it's quite close, maybe 25 minutes. Yeah, after taking some walks for about 15 minutes from Lawang Sewu, but I think it's fine, and I hope it will be fun and you not be tired. So as I told you before, Pandanaran Street and Semarang area are popular tourist destination in Semarang. You guys could buy some souvenirs and identical dishes of Semarang here. We can see many souvenir stores or stalls along the street, and they have variety of price from the cheapest one to the pricey one. So from our bus park building there, you could also walk, actually not too far before, but I want to show you the Semarang Monument first, to Pemuda, and also Sewu. Maybe one of you brings a lot of things before when you visit Sewu, so maybe you want to keep it first on the bus. There are Julian and Dave maybe there who keep the bus, so you can ask them for help. Okay, everyone. So in this area, you could see hotels and malls and also offices from some companies, as it is the Semarang Town Square and one of the governmental area of Central Java. So it is one of the busiest area in Semarang, which maybe you can assume that the area which never sleep. So yeah, it's always moving. Okay, so enjoy your trip and enjoy your shopping. Maybe in Pandangaran street, there's a lot of stalls or shops you can visit in here. There are Bandung Duriana, and then also other things. Yeah, you can buy a lot of things in here. So after you buy some souvenirs, you can keep it first on the bus once again, and you can continue the trip to Simpang Lima. So we will have dinner there. See. Okay, everyone. So now we are at Simpang Lima area. I hope you really enjoy your shopping and make sure there's nothing left from your luggage or maybe your bag. And now we will enjoy some tourist attraction in Simpang Lima. So Simpang Lima is the town square of Semarang. We can find a lot of tourist attractions like bicycle, and also some kind of vehicle with like this design and filled with the colorful lamp, which is like really beautiful. We can also find a lot of people or a lot of merchants who sold their foods or drinks around the squares. However, if you don't want to buy the food in here, you can cross the street to the passengers or to the pedestrian side. There are some food court which you can buy snacks there, or maybe food or drink there, which is more affordable. And I suggest you to buy tahu gimbal that I told you before, or maybe you also can try but fried rice. It's organs fried rice, which is made of beef organs. So if you like it, you can try. You can easily find it in here. So maybe I will give you 1.5 hours before we close our trip and go back to our first meeting point. So enjoy. Hey everyone, so I hope you are already full now. I'm also, and I'm not tired because I already buy some drinks and also foods, and I also already have dinner. Now we will walk again to our bus parking. So yeah, we will go to our first meeting point. and we will close today's trip. So we finally arrived at Semarang, Central Java Great Mosque, which is our first stop or meeting point. It's such a pleasure for me to take you to sing around Semarang for about maybe 6 hours. It's fun. So, most of you are enjoying the moment, give a positive feedbacks, and yeah, you guys are so nice. If you have something for me or for David or for Julian to know about our tours today, which is it's an advice or it's critics, so please kindly message me on my number, or maybe you can send a private message or a direct message about your impression to luxurytour.id on our Instagram, or maybe at eurobus.id. Please once again take a look at your bags on the gate before you get off the bus, and I hope you have something to learn, something new to learn, and something new to be shared. And make sure you clean up yourself after arrive at home. Please remember your family. Health is everything. See you in another occasion. Best regard from Luxury Tours and Eurobus Indonesia. See you. Thank you so much.